There was a very great piece put out by The Hill, The Rising. Crystal Ball, her monologue on AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, her endorsement of Bernie Sanders is epic. I wish that everyone would go take a look at it. Go check it out for yourselves and see it. A very good piece of journalism and commentary as well. Now, you know me, I reside mostly on the commentary side, but from time to time, I do a little bit of journalism. This time, I like to do a little bit of commentary. As many of you know, Elizabeth Warren secured the endorsement of the Working Families Party here in 2019. You also may know in 2016, Bernie Sanders secured that endorsement from the Working Families Party. And that's why we were shocked when they didn't endorse Bernie Sanders, instead went with Elizabeth Warren. And that's the reason why this endorsement by AOC is so important. I'm not going to insult anyone's intelligence and give them the impression that politics isn't being played at some points. But you can't have it both ways. You know, people say, Tim Black, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez be playing politics, she be playing the game. We're upset with her. She's not who we thought she would be. I've heard all of the criticism, and I myself have given her some of that criticism from time to time. But let's make no mistake about it. You can't have it both ways. What I mean by that is, endorsing Bernie Sanders is not the play to make if you're in it for political gain. I said if you endorse Bernie Sanders, that's not the move to make if you in it for political gain or if you want to cozy up to the establishment. Make no mistake about it. Elizabeth Warren is who the establishment will go with unless they can somehow thwart the progressive wing altogether and end up with a Joe Biden. And they'll take an Amy Klobuchar or Pete Buttigieg if it means keeping out a progressive. So once again, if you can't say that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has succumbed to the quicksand and swamp of Capitol Hill and then dismiss this endorsement, because once again, this is not the move to make if you're trying to cozy up to the establishment. According to Crystal Ball in the article I read in Politico, AOC didn't even wait for Bernie to get out of the hospital to announce that she was endorsing him. Folks, that takes ethics. She didn't wait for him to have a stellar night on the debate stage where he punched Joe Biden in the gut with the Iraq war line that sent his head spinning and his insides twitching. Nah, she didn't wait for Bernie Sanders, the full numbers to come in to show that Bernie Sanders is well ahead of the pack, not only in fundraising, but money on hand. See, that's a political savvy move, but she didn't wait for any of that to happen. And still, if she would have waited for that to happen, Bernie Sanders, once again, is not the safe bet. The safe bet is Elizabeth Warren, or to do what Elizabeth Warren did back in 2016, is sit back, do nothing, and once the dust settles, fall in line with who's on top. That's what Elizabeth Warren did. And if you question once again Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's moments, if you question if this was a shocker, because some people say, Tim, it's not a shock that she endorsed Bernie. She should endorse Bernie. All you need to do is look at the face of Elizabeth Warren when the announcement was made to her, when the news was broke to her that AOC had went with Bernie.
That Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York, Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, and Rashida Tlaib from Michigan are going to be endorsing Senator Sanders. You're in the progressive lane with him as well. I know that those are three allies of yours as well. What do you make of that? Are you disappointed that they're not endorsing you?
Look, I have great respect for all three of those women. I think they are terrific. And here's what I know for sure. When this primary is over, we're all going to be on the same side.
All right.
Talk about stuck on stupid. A mouthful of peanut butter and crackers. She had nothing to say. She was choked up. So I'll end it just to say I'm impressed with this endorsement. I think it means something. I don't just want to give all the credit to AOC. I also would like to acknowledge Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib as well. And I would also like to acknowledge that Ayanna Pressley is not as progressive as people lead her to believe. Somehow they just grouped her along with the other two, or the other three, and called it the squad. Ayanna's the one who falls in line. Ayanna's the one who endorsed Hillary and badgered Bernie bros back in 2016, and I ain't forgot. This is not about identity politics. This is about truly the best interests of the working class men and women of America. That's what this is about. And this choice, AOC picking Bernie Sanders, is the right choice to make if you are for the people. That's what I believe, and that's why I support him. And maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why AOC does too. I would venture so far to say, if it weren't for Bernie Sanders running in 2016, that moved this entire party in the world left, there would be no AOC on Capitol Hill right now. He inspired so many. So let's keep it real. Those feminists coming for AOC's reputation, trying to snatch her wig, you got a lot of us to go through, even Tim Black. And believe me, you ain't snatching my wig because I don't wear one.